Hello there. You're most welcome to join me today on my YouTube travels. We're up at the hangar at Bolthead Airfield, waiting for my dear old mate, Fat Dave. Now, what a noise. The story is... Do be quiet. The story is that, believe it or not, Dave's taken up surfing. And as we have one of the finest surfing beaches on the south coast, not too far away, Dave thought it would be a novel way to check out the surf, and he asked me if I'd fly him down there so that he could take a look and see what's happening with the surf. And the flight today will take us, we'll fly up past Kingsbridge down to Aveton Gifford and pick up the River Avon just there, which then leads us down to Bantham. So we'll have a quick look at some footage I retrieved earlier of Dave having one of his first surfing lessons, which I have to say is I don't know really what to say. He's not really designed for it, is he? But he's game to have a try, and he thought it would be good fun to fly down, have a look. Bantham is quite a tricky place to drive to down that lane during the summer, so we thought we'd try and avoid the traffic, fly down the River Avon and check out the surf. So you're most welcome to join me, and we'll pick up the flight shortly as we arrive overhead Aveton Gifford. Oh, well done, Dave. You're actually standing up. Bless him. We're just arriving at the village of Aveton Gifford and the River Avon down below on the left, and this is where the River Avon, which starts its life back up on Dartmoor, becomes tidal as it comes down and meets the estuary. So this is Aveton Gifford, and this is the main road bridge that goes over the River Avon as it heads into Kingsbridge. The bridge was believed to have been built around about 1440. Aveton Gifford is quite a pleasant village, just having had a bypass. I don't mean a heart bypass, I mean the road bypass was built a few years ago, which avoids all the traffic, all the main road traffic going through the village. So it's become a rather more pleasant village to live in than it used to be when the main road went directly through the centre of the village. We're going to fly on down the Avon here. The tide's low at the moment, so not quite as spectacular as it could be, but nevertheless it's still a rather lovely part of the countryside and a lovely part of South Devon. Aveton Gifford's got a population of around about 800 people, and looking south now down the River Avon towards Bantham as we track along the right hand side of the river. We're going to be coming up to just down on the corner, we'll be coming up to Bigbury Golf Club, which was established here on this land on the right hand side here around about 1923. This came about because Commander Charles Evans, the landowner, very kindly donated the land to have a golf course built. Now, as is often the way, Dave started to feel queasy, so He's got his head down. If you don't see his head popping up much, that's why. He's started feeling a bit queasy already, and we haven't even got to check out the surf. Oh dear, this lad's a bit of a worry sometimes. I don't know where he got the idea from that he thought surfing was a good idea. He's so keen to come flying, but boy does he suffer with motion sickness. Maybe it's his age. Who knows? We're just approaching, coming down to Bantham. Bantham's over there on the left-hand side, and we're flying over the golf course and coming out to the mouth of the River Avon. Got a strong flow here when the tide's dropping, and it can cause quite a fair old rip current down there at the river mouth. But it is the foremost mecca for surfing here on the south coast. Just down there, over on the left or the right of the aircraft, is Bigbury on Sea, and that leads out to the infamous Burgh Island, which came about, or they built a hotel there during the early 1920s. Became very popular with the sort of people like Agatha Christie, and I think even people like Amy Johnson have stayed there, and lots of other literary folk. And it's, as you can see, the tide's in at the moment, so it's only a short walk when the tide's out, but when the tide's in, it's only possible to access the island by a tractor. And just there behind us is also Shalabra. Now I thought I'd head on down the coast a bit. Dave's perked up a bit, and he said could we scoot down the coast a bit and have a look around. We're going to come down past Mothecombe, which is where the River Avon comes out onto the sea on the south coast here. We'll have a quick look at Mothecombe, and then we'll turn around and head back to Burgh Island and see if we can get a closer look at the surf. I did tell Dave that it's pretty flat today, but nevertheless he wanted to come and have a look. So I suppose in some ways it would save the old boy driving down. We've turned around now, and we're heading back towards Burgh Island and Bantham, with the mouth of the River Avon here, Mothecombe on the left and Wonnell on the right. And this is all part of the Fleet Estate, which is slightly further back up the River Avon. But during its heyday, the nobility used to come down by horse and trap down to Mothecombe here and take afternoon tea. Very civilised, very pleasant. Sorry, Dave? Oh, charming. So you'd rather have... Well, you wanted to come down in a horse and cart? Horse and carriage? Not fly? You do get some strange ideas. You're a bit of a worry, really. Well, can you enjoy the views and stop complaining? We'll be coming back up to Burgh Island in a minute, and we'll be able to check out the surf a bit closer. Yes, I know. It's not bumpy, Dave, and it's a really sunny, flat day. So I don't know really why you're complaining. Open the window. Don't you dare be sick. Where's your sick bag? Open the window. Get some fresh air. Come on, open the window. Do you want me to open it for you? Did you have a shower this morning? You did? Okay then. Why have you put Johnny Cash on? It's not really relevant to this particular flight we're doing, is it? You like Johnny Cash? Really? Okay then, we'll keep the volume down, please. We're just coming up to Shalabra on the left-hand side, and then Bigbury-on-Sea and Burgh Island, and I really do have to say the sea today is absolutely flat. There is not a wave or a swell to be seen. So there you are, Dave. It saved you driving down to check it out, didn't it? Yes. Well, you don't get car sick, do you? No, not when you're driving. But you get car sick when you're a passenger. That's too much information, really, Dave. Will you open that window and keep it open? Thank you. We're just skirting around the tip of Burgh Island, and it is extremely lovely today, apart from my smelly passenger, who claims he had a shower this morning, but I'm not entirely sure that's true. Sometimes I really don't know why I take him. Oh, now he's got his head down again. We're just flying over Burgh Island, and this is a really good way to check out the surf. And sadly, today at Bantham and Bigbury-on-Sea, it is so flat. There is absolutely not a single wave, or certainly no swell whatsoever. The beach is fairly packed, and we'll fly on. We're coming up to Thurlestone Golf Course now, but our journey's going to, this film's going to sort of tail off here, and oh dear, sorry about this, but I'm going to have to, we'll have to cut short the flight. Yes, I know, Dave, we're not far from home. Can you please hang on? Well, I really hope you've enjoyed the flight today. We're coming up to Thurlestone, South Milton Sands and Thurlestone Rock. And I really hope you enjoyed the flight. I hope you perhaps have a think about subscribing to the channel, because there'll be lots more coming up. Now we've got some decent flying weather, and we're passing over Thurlestone on our way back to the airfield. Thank you very much for joining me, and take the greatest care. Cheers for now.